Those don't look scary.
Boo!
Ah!
You suck.
Hello YouTube, Ultra Maximus back with another retro review for 31 horror toys in 31 days! And today we're taking a look at a Batman Begins figure, rewinding it all the way back to 2005. This is the Scarecrow. You can't have Halloween without a Scarecrow, and well, DC Comics is always good for a good Scarecrow toy. This is a figure that I vaguely remember way back in the day when Batman Begins came out. He's got a little gimmick where his head spins around. He's got a little light piping in the top. I remember that was always kind of fun. But yeah, definitely an interesting find. I found it at a local flea market for, I think it was $5, so it wasn't very much at all, and I thought it looked pretty cool, so here he is. Let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging. So here we have the Scarecrow in the packaging, and it's pretty much the artwork that came on these figures back in the day. It's got kind of a, looks like a dusk-looking background going on. It says Batman Begins. We get Christian Bale's Batman back there, and then it says the Scarecrow. He's got a play gimmick, a couple of them. He's got this little gun thing he can hold, and then you push his arm down, and his head spins around, looking all kinds of cool. And it looks like there's an explosion or something going. Oh, it's bats behind him. That's what it is. Isn't that cool? And then inside the package, it just says Mattel, and there's really nothing right there. So just kind of a close-up. Here is the Christian Bale Batman with the Batman Begins logo, and there is the Scarecrow with his little gas gun. Yeah, and then there's the play gimmick and all that stuff. So it says try me, so what you do is you sit there and crank his head around, and he's got two faces. So does that make him Two-Face? Oh! Very, very good. Back of the packaging here, we got a picture of Scarecrow, the play gimmicks, how they work. Oh, his gas gun is a squirt gun. I see. And then there's a write-up of Bruce Wayne as Batman, which is kind of interesting. I guess it gives the premise of the movie. And then all the other figures that you can collect in the line, and then the Batmobile. I remember the Batmobile from this line when it first came out. It was really cool, and I thought about getting one, but I never did. So who knows, maybe I'll find one at the flea market or something. So yeah, here's a close-up. Again, it says Batman Begins right there. Got the Christian Bale Batman. Here's a little write-up on the film and character. If you want to pause and read that, you are more than welcome to. And then yeah, there's the Scarecrow. Here's the play gimmicks. This is how they work. Fun, fun, fun. And then here are all the other figures in the wave that you can get if you so desire. Looking all kinds of cool. Thank you, Mattel, back in 2005. And, well, that's pretty much it for the packaging. Let's go ahead and get the Scarecrow out of box and see what we think. So here we have the Scarecrow out of the packaging, and I gotta say, for the most part, the sculpt work on this figure is really, really nice. The two biggest downfalls to this figure are the articulation, but, I mean, this thing is over a decade old, so I kind of get that, and you didn't get a lot of articulation in movie figures back then. And his right arm over here, because it's got a play gimmick. And again, due to the age of the figure, that was kind of the trend back then, and I can get it. So he does come with one accessory piece. It is his little fear cannon thing here, which this is not what it looked like in the movie at all that I recall. I'd have to go back and watch Batman Begins again, but yeah, I don't remember it looking like this. Let's see if we can get it into focus. But for a toy, it is pretty darn cool. Lots of detail, lots of paint apps that you would not see on a toy today, especially one that's a little squirt water thing. So you put this in the water, pull it up, and then you would squirt it and water would go out. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. The play gimmick on the figure itself is his arm right here. If you move his arm, his head spins. So we get two different heads. We get this head right here, which is all kinds of creepy. And then we get this head, which is like, ah! And yeah, this one actually has light piping in it. Which, okay, so here we go. Oh, woo, he looks like a Scooby-Doo villain. That looks hilarious to me. So yeah, definitely very cool. I love a good figure with light piping. Now, as far as articulation goes on this figure, it is kind of limited. The head does move back and forth, but that's really for the play gimmick. The arm moves up and down right here. There's a single joint at the elbow. There is no swivel in the hand, unfortunately. No swivel in the waist, unfortunately. I'm not really sure why. This arm also has a hinge, and then it can move up and down as well. And of course, it goes in and out to spin the head around. Oh, there is a waist swivel right there. Aha! I didn't even know that. That was very well hidden. Way to go, Mattel. Let's see. He kicks up that far. He kicks way far back like that. There is a single joint on the knee, and well, that's pretty much it for the articulation. So taking a closer look at the figure itself, this thing is sculpted really, really well for its era. The mask, the burlap mask, looks really nice. Lots of detail in there. We get this leather strap with all the brass rings on it. He's very creepy looking. The collar looks cool. I like the wrinkles in the costume. The white is very dirty looking. It's got a nice gray wash all over it. All on the back as well. Just really, really well done. The back collar hides the other face for the most part. You know, definitely from the sides it gets the job done, but yeah, this thing is just super, super creepy looking, and for sure the stuff of nightmares. And taking a look at the alternate face on the figure, this is the one I kind of prefer, actually. It's the Nightmare Terrified look. He's got the open mouth and open eyes, very Halloween looking to me. I definitely dig this kind of look. This was when he would spray somebody with a fear gas and look at them, and this was kind of the way I guess he was supposed to look to them when they were, you know, intoxicated with the fear, which is pretty cool. I definitely like it, and the fact that it has light piping is really cool. I am a huge fan of that, especially in like Transformers and figures like this. It just kind of gives it a little extra something. Just that little glow in the eyes, I think, is very, very cool. So taking a look at the midsection of the figure, again, sculpt work is very, very nice. I love the straitjacket look. It's got the little tie-offs coming down off the cuffs. All the brass work and the leather belts on the costume look cool. The water gun, fear gas gun, does look cool. It's a little weird to put in there because it's so light. It's just a little piece of rubber. It feels kind of funky on there, but definitely cool. The fact that the straps have these nice big holes, you know, at the end of the cuff sleeves, very, very nice. It's got the, you know, the straps on the back. All the gray wash on the costume itself looks really, really nice. And then he's got these kind of brown pants, or not really brown, but they're kind of gray colored pants. It's a nice contrast to all the white up on top. And finally, taking a look at the legs of the figure, they're pretty much just gray pants, but they do have some nice stitching detail on the side. The cuffs come down. He's got these brown loafers going on. I would have liked the loafers to have been a little more unkept, I think, for the Scarecrow. The same thing with the pants. I do like the stitching on the outer parts of the pant legs, but they're really kind of hard to see on that gray plastic, which is a shame. They're nice and long and lanky, which should be because he's the Scarecrow. For comparison, here we have the Batman Begins Scarecrow next to a modern Mattel DC figure, the unmasked armored Batman from The Dark Knight Returns, and as you can see, he's tiny in comparison. I would say that he's in the 5-inch scale-ish, maybe 4-inch. He's definitely a little bit bigger than a 3 3/4 inch, but a lot smaller than a 6-inch scale. So is the Batman Begins Scarecrow something that you want in your Batman collection? Well, Unless you're collecting all of the Batman movie figures, this could probably be an easy pass. This is an interesting incarnation of the character for sure. I think for an early 2000s movie figure, this is done really, really well. It lacks articulation, it's got the play gimmick, but I do like the light piping in the eyes. The fact that it's got the two different faces on it is kind of cool. The paint job on it is really, really well done. I think a more modern version of this, like in the DC Multiverse scale, would be kind of fun to see. But overall, it's an okay figure, but it's not a great figure. I wouldn't spend any more than the $5 that I did on it for sure, but if that's something you're after, good luck hunting. So there he is, the Scarecrow from Batman Begins for 31 horror toys in 31 days!
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share, like us on Facebook, and look for more videos in the future.